You've got to admit, this is looking odd.
Anyone could pawn a ring.
But if you take it along with all of the other indicators...
Cole, Hugo Moeller was identified by the school's groundkeeper. He's our guy.
Witnesses have fingered the wrong guy before.
He ran, for God's sakes.
And he always maintained he was set up.
How can I help you boys?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. You have a rose gold wedding and engagement ring?
David Bremner. Am I gonna get something for this pledge? Gave that bum money, now you guys are gonna leave me short.
How much did you give him?
$50?
Try another number.
20?
Try 10. You'll feel lucky you're getting it.
I have the rings right here.
What's this mark here?
Maker's mark. Usually traceable. That one came from Hartfield's Jewelry down on Broadway.
Thanks for the tip. Does this mark mean anything?
Hallmark. Gives you an idea of the quality.
What have you got on the guy who brought these in?
Goes by the name of Percy B. Shelley. Gave an address. 15 Poland Street, London, Tulare County.
Can you give us a description of the man who pawned these rings?
Not sure. Medium height, medium build. Dark hair, I think. Sorry. He just had one of those forgettable faces.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Bremner.
Officer needs help, 103 AD.
We have a problem.
We could have the local troopers check out the Tulare County address.
The address is bogus. Purpose having fun with us. The guy who's been sending the Dahlia letters is also the guy who pawned these rings.
How do you figure that?
Percy Bysshe Shelley wrote the poem that came with the Dahlia letter. If the Dahlia letters are genuine, then the man who killed Elizabeth Short may have also killed Deirdre Muller.
And how do we prove that, Phelps? Skipper ain't gonna like this one bit.
We're gonna have to rely on this guy tripping up on his own vanity.
All units, officer needs help, 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe, 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify. 7825, code 6.
Easy.
You boys ready? Follow me.
We should keep this development with the rings under our hat until we speak with the captain.
We're all on the same team, Rusty.
Chain of command, Phelps. The skipper will decide who needs to know. Got it?
I get it, Rusty. I just don't like it.
What?
Hard, isn't it?
Yeah. I look after all the rail depots.
What have you got?
The Negro, Nelson Gaines, called it in. I came down here to make sure him and the other guy, Jameson, stuck around.
Jameson found the body?
Something like that. Guy makes me sick.
We'll talk to the coroner. Keep an eye on both of them.
Oh.
Advice?
Reporting officer, then the coroner. Carruthers has a body he has to inspect. He'll wait a couple of minutes.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
Detective Phelps, LAPD homicide.
John Ferdinand Jameson.
We need you to answer some questions, John.
If you don't mind, I prefer Ferdinand.
Don't push your luck, knucklehead.
What were you doing to the body, Ferdinand?
Are you sure you won't be upset?
Try me, Ferdinand.
I was kissing her. It's not against the law.
Shut up.
There's no
Take
law
your
against
beating
it.
like a man.
Turn out your pockets, Ferdinand. Classic Carmine. Is this yours, Ferdinand?
No. I found it near her purse. I thought she could use some lipstick.
Rusty, stop! Don't hit him. You found the body?
Yes, I did. I work here. I was coming off shift and headed home.
Why didn't you report the body, Jameson? Do you know how this is going to look to a jury?
A jury? What gives? I could tell that she was dead. I came through here about midnight last night. She wasn't here then.
Let me belt him again.
You went through her purse?
It wasn't like she needed it. I took a look.
You found her lipstick. What did you write on her body?
What are you talking about? I didn't write anything.
You're under arrest, Jameson. We'll see how this plays out. Until then, you can think a little on how you'd like to be treated if you were found dead.
I'm telling you, it's not illegal. Me and some friends of mine.
You understand me?
Clyde, you get this sack of shit into
you
a
hear me?
cell?
Yeah.
I'll deal with him
Set up.
later.
Sure, Rusty.
This is all you do all day. You don't do nothing else. You work very little. You provide nothing. You still live off of me and Mom's shit. Me and Mom's money. Eat our fucking food. You don't provide any money for it. The video game shit all day, I'm getting sick of it. While the trash piles up around here, and I asked you to bring the fucking water in, and the dog food, your sister brought it all down.
That's bullshit.
What'd you
I
bring
brought
down?
the dog food down.
No. Good job. But shit around here needs done. I'm tired of the video gaming all day, and I'm having to work all fucking day. When I ain't working at work, I go down and work at that damn car lot all fucking day long and spend all my time while you're sitting here gaming, using my electricity, drinking my fucking water and shit, eating the food that we buy. And I don't have a problem with feeding you because you're scrawny. You need to eat something. You need to drink something. I'm cool with that. But do something other than just sit here all fucking day and play your game, dude. You see me upstairs playing my game all day? Very rarely. Only when we're like snowed in or something. I got so much fucking shit I need to do. I definitely don't have time to do this. But ain't... How fair is it? How old are you?
20.
Yeah. What do you do with your days? Your brother and sister go to school. Your sister took the day off because she's sick. What are you doing with your day? You spend it on that damn game. Right? What else can you be doing? What else can you be doing? Are you doing school stuff? Or is that done?
No, it's done. I finished.
And you passed?
I passed. Yeah.
Good. Congratulations. What are you going to do now? Are you going to take more classes? You can't. What I'm telling you is you can't just do this all day. And I can't. And I come down here, and there's always dirty dishes down here, and this room smells. And a lot of times it's fairly clean, but it's mostly a fucking mess most of the time. He ain't helping. Obviously. See his trash. But you gotta lead by example. Hey, look, dude. My area is clean. Clean your area. Mom has talked to you guys about throwing your batteries on the floor when you're done using them. Put them on the charger, dude. It don't take you very... You ain't doing nothing anyway. You got all day to not do nothing. You only work so many hours at Pizza Hut, 2 days a week, 3 or 4 hours a day. So you're not even working part-time. So I get you like what you do and shit, but you know, at least when you were at Taco John's, you were pulling a pretty good sized paycheck and you were working most of the time. I know you like where you're working, but I don't know if it's really paying any of your bills, to be honest. I guess if you're happy, you're happy. I'm happy, but what I'm not happy about is I got forks behind this dresser, I got trash behind this dresser, I got cups that I don't know how long they've been down here. You know, I bust my ass. I was up 24 hours going to get a fucking car and an overheating truck I'm dealing with. And everybody else has got this fancy la-di-da life.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
I want all the trash out of here, and I want all the dishes and shit upstairs. I don't want forks behind dressers or anything else. If you gotta pick your brother's shit up for a day, do it. I'm tired of it stinking down here. Also, the dog food container. Listen to me. The dog food container is empty. I need you to grab it, fill it, or not, you don't have to fill it, but put dog food in it, and get him some dog food in his bowl, because there's nothing in there, and he's going to eat your hot dogs if you don't pay attention to that. So, eat your food. Eat your food first. When you're done, put food in his container, and put some food in his bowl, so he's got food up there. Got it?
Yeah.
I want all the forks upstairs where they go.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
Hey. Come here. Drop chop.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
Solving crime. What we got?
What are you thinking, Ray?
The city keeps tossing us dead bodies. We're just running to catch up.
Where's the coroner?
What have we got here?
White female, approximately 40 years of age, lipstick smudges on the face, but no writing, at least nothing legible. A blunt force trauma to the temple, nose, and eye regions. Ligature marks point to the probable cause of death being strangulation.
Any idea of the time of death?
From her temperature, after midnight would be my guess.
This is a chit for personal items, not booze. It's an angle worth investigating.
no trouble.
Maybe someone at Mensch's will remember her.
What game? Why'd you leave? I thought that was
Someone was trying to
earlier.
get her to come
What'd you do
home.
earlier? I could have swore you
We
went
could go over to the
record
lot and
store
see what they know
before.
about her.
That's going to be difficult, Cole. Keystone Studio lot closed back in 41.
Beautiful day. Hope we have no trouble.
We can talk about it later, Phelps.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Levine's Liquor, closest store to the Santa Fe Avenue rail yard, if possible.
Just a moment, Detective. Closest store would be the one at 939 South Hope Street.
Thanks.
And investigate Zach Levine's liquor store. What's that? How is that a setting?
Read that those goddamn Chinese want to sell the relief food that we're sending them?
Yeah. Yeah, I read about that.
Those people are starving. Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? That's not real. Hold on. I'm searching that up. Coaching mode, NBA 2K13. What does a coach do in association mode? Oh, I wonder. Coach mode is the only game mode this person plays. Coaching play-by-play is unrealistic? What? How? You can't call any play in your playbook. You should be able to. This person actually wants to watch the AI play. They got rid of coach mode because it allowed you to earn VC without playing the game. What? Yeah, I did always wanna be able to play as a coach, but I'm still trying to figure out how to shoot in 2K14. I still can't figure out the jump shots in that damn game. Coach mode isn't in 2K14, is it? How do you access coach mode? Let's get this straight. My GM and coach mode are not 100% the same thing. So I hate when people say, oh yeah, my GM is coach mode. That makes no sense. Is coach mode in NBA 2K14? Did you hear that, Jero? There's coach mode, but for some stupid ass reason, they took that out of 2K14. That means I have to turn on my PlayStation if I ever want to play coach mode. That's ridiculous. At least one thing I can say about PlayStation is that they did their discs a lot better, because Xbox for some reason doesn't know how to make a disc reader. Whenever you put a disc in your Xbox, it gets toasted. I don't know. Man. It's just how it is.
Want to sell the food to fund the civil war against the
That's why
communists.
I always
Really?
like to take my disc.
Guess that's okay then.
Armies can't fight without food. You spend all your money on weapons, but you still have to have the will to fight. Fortunately, the Reds will win in China.
Yeah, too bad
Watch your
that
mouth.
Chris Paul
You know what you're saying?
is now over.
The people of this country overthrew a king. Do you think the Chinese will balk at an emperor if they are starving?
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe.
211 shots
Broadway.
fired.
Unit to handle
Shots
code 3,
fired.
identify.
One thing I will say I'm mad at this game about is that you can't shoot while you're driving. And that... Does it actually show your featured games? Is the Sprite slam dunk thing in that game?
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway. Calling all cars. 6th Street reports officer needs help. Shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street and Lindley Place. Unit to handle code 3.
Cop killer shot.
That alleyway leads to the rear of the building, sir. Someone's gonna have to climb up and take him down.
Good luck. Don't let him get a beat on you like I did.
Cop killers are the worst kind of scumbag. Shouldn't have had that second lunch.
Should have had a second lunch. I absolutely agree.
You like killing cops? I'll cover you.
Put the weapon down now.
How can we game share on 360?
7825, code 6.
What are you talking about? Well, you said something about gold. Gold doesn't exist. Not anymore. Yeah. But it's not. Not on Xbox.
Officer needs help. 103 and B.
No, you can't, not unless it's a digital card. The only gold that's purchasable is offline.
What can I do for you?
LAPD, Phelps and Galloway. We're making inquiries into the murder of
There's
Evelyn
only
Summers.
one type of gold
Evelyn?
that you can buy.
She's dead?
And
You
it's
knew
at the
Evelyn
store.
Summers, Mr.?
Robbins. Yes, I knew Evelyn. I was a good friend of her ex-husband. She kept some of her stuff here.
Can you show us, please?
Sure. Come this way.
Right this way, officer.
You got some fine stock here, Mr. Robbins. You know, you let us take some for the road, this case might get solved a lot quicker.
He's joking, Mr. Robbins.
She kept a bed here, but I probably shouldn't have let her. An alcoholic in a liquor store. That was never going to work out, was it?
We'll take a look around.
Is that her daughter? It's crazy.
She wasn't always such a loner.
She wasn't always an absolute alcoholic.
Evelyn was reading Aristotle?
Evelyn wasn't stupid. The only stupid thing about her was her need to drink.
And she was borrowing books from
No,
Grosvenor
don't do it.
McCaffrey.
Don't turn off out of bounds. That's not how you say it. It's Shane Battier. Not Battier. Yeah, well, sometimes I'm... Listen. Sometimes I don't know how to say their name.
I'm guessing Evelyn hadn't held down a job for quite some time before she was killed.
No, sometimes I'm just joking around, but other times I really don't know how to say their name, like...
Rawlings Bowling Alley. Maybe Evelyn did something other than drink in her spare time.
Rawlings. I know that place, corner of 9th and Grand. A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights.
A lot of cops bowl there on Tuesday nights. You know, God damn it, Roman, how did I know this was gonna lead to bowling? Shoulda known.
When exactly
She an
did Evelyn
actor?
work in the pictures?
A few years ago. She worked in legal copyrights for music.
So she was a music creator. Wonder if she was a film. Nobody can. Or maybe The Rock is coming back to do that. I don't know. Nobody in your universe is gonna end The Rock, or not The Rock, but end Roman Reigns' reign. Nobody in your... Do the count out! It was Mark Cuban. I remember at WrestleMania, and then there was one at SummerSlam. There was one at SummerSlam. What do you mean? He didn't face him in this universe, too. Are you serious? Are you fucking serious?
Give me a break.
Any Century unit, a possible 415 at Alvera Street Plaza, unit to handle code 3, identify.
You know, I love that this game takes place in Los Angeles. That makes it look really beautiful, naturally, so. Haven't I been in this bar before?
Drink, fellas. Phelps, Galloway, homicide. We need to ask you some questions concerning Evelyn Summers.
I'm Walter Mensch. Evelyn Summers, what is it now?
You knew Evelyn?
As well as I wanted to know Evelyn. She's a pain in the ass, always coming in here, cadging drinks, never had any money.
Oliver.
She was in just a couple of nights ago.
Did she ever tell you where she was staying?
I don't know. I think she was living rough. She had that kind of stunk about her.
Who did she drink with?
A bunch of these guys. Ask around.
What's your name?
Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Mind if I ask you some questions, Mr. McCaffrey?
I'm just a starving writer, Detective. What do you want to ask about?
Evelyn Summers, and why she was found beaten and strangled in the rail depot on Santa Fe.
Okay. I see your point.
How well did you know her?
I can't say that I knew her. It was more like I was aware of her.
Do you have a criminal record, Mr. McCaffrey?
Nothing serious. I've had a few skirmishes.
Do you want to save me some time, or do you want me to look up your file?
Industrial disputes, strikes, workers' rights, that kind of thing.
A regular fifth columnist. Nice to meet you, comrade.
You say you barely knew Evelyn?
Yes, that is correct.
I don't like you, McCaffrey. You look like someone who's trying too hard, like your whole life is some kind of performance. I think you need to give us something to get us out of your life.
I don't like you either, you pompous, stiff-necked patrician. You think I don't see through you and all the other minions of the ruling class?
Did you see Evelyn last night?
No, I was at home, writing.
Do you want to get dragged into this, McCaffrey? Do you want us to get interested in you?
She hung out with this powder puff, James Tiernan. They haunted the public library together.
How well do you know James Tiernan?
I know he works some kind of plebeian job at Rawlings Bowling Alley.
Thank you for the information, Mr. McCaffrey.
Outsider outfit.
What did you make of McCaffrey?
There'll come a day, and it's coming very soon. We'll run him and the rest of his pinko buddies out of Los Angeles.
I meant as a suspect, Rusty.
this crime sure is confusing. Rawlings Bowling.
Hello, Rusty. Two on your usual lane?
I'm Detective Phelps. Homicide.
You must be new. What's your shoe size?
This is business, Florence. You got a guy works here by the name of Tiernan?
Sure we do. He's a pin setter. Clears the jams, works the gutters. Go right in. He'll be hopping around the lanes toward the back. He's a nice boy.
Thanks, ma'am. Let's go get him.
Down the left side of the alley.
Isn't he the cop that won a medal for solving all those cases? Hey, tell the cook these were some good grits.
You call these grits?
Tiernan! LAPD! There!
Duro. Duro. Oh my God. I was not aware that cops could just break into anyone's car and steal it if they need to stop a criminal. Well, you know what this... You know what this cop did in L.A. Noire? He goes up to the car. Obviously, this one's empty, so a little bit of a different story. But he goes up to the car and steals it. And then chases him down. Oh my gosh. And the funny thing is, the car's unlocked. So he's like, alright. And opens the door, and then goes after the criminal. That's funny. Interview questions. Oh yeah, I love how there's.
What are you waiting for? Get after him!
We might go faster if we weren't carrying the extra weight. These are flashy cars to be parked outside a bowling alley.
The lanes attract a fast-living individual with money to burn, Cole.
Or a middle-aged individual with the need to feel virile.
Alright, let's stop this man. Shoot his
Another
tires
runner.
out.
Well, at least we've got a suspect.
Why do they always run? I'm sure we've got the wrong person in more than one of these homicides, but they always seem to land it.
You know, your theories are not airtight by any means, Phelps.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer!
If If this isn't the killer, we can at least get him for reckless endangerment.
That's unless he runs into a wall and saves us all the trouble. That little pen boy's getting the best of you, Cole. He's going through the square.
I hope the people see him in time to get out of the way. What if they run because someone's setting them up? Because they feel like the deck is stacked against them?
I don't make up ridiculous stories for them, Detective. Leave that to the perp's imagination. Whoa, looks like we're going into the tunnels.
God damn it, he'll kill himself.
Hey, why are we
All right, as long as he doesn't kill us, I'm okay with it. Ah, god damn it, the train up ahead. Watch out, Cole.
I'm trying to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Pop his tire.
Don't catch that train, Phelps.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close. Now it's not time to play around, Phelps.
That is the end of that. It's about fucking time.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Put your hands where I can see them. I would send you some clips of me arresting people. But... I think next time I'm gonna play the whole game in a fucking police uniform.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Out of the car. Police.
Yeah, see, if somebody's in the car, they will kick them out and say, out of the car, police.
That's the guy from the papers. Solve that big case.
Mela money.
Look, that's the latest thing.
Wow, that looks like a beauty.
The only reason some people get...
We're trying to account for Evelyn's movements yesterday.
She came by in the morning.
A social visit to pick up some of her things?
She had a couple of bucks and bought a quart of rye.
Any idea where the money came from?
She didn't mention it, but she did say the booze was a present for a boy. She said they had been fighting and she had to make it up to him.
Were you and Evelyn close, Mr. Robbins?
Not many people will be sad she's gone. I'll be one of the few.
We got the impression that Evelyn had been sleeping rough of late.
It became difficult for me to have her staying here. Her mother was trying to get her back on the straight and narrow. She's old now. And to be honest, you have to have a good reason to want to get back on.
Do you know a friend of Evelyn's by the name of McCaffrey?
Not personally.
She talked about McCaffrey.
Supposedly he fought in the International Brigade in Spain and in the miners' strikes back in Virginia.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Robbins.
No problem. Hey, I'd like to make arrangements for the funeral. You think I could get in touch with Evelyn's mother?
Put in a call to the watch commander at Central Station, Mr. Robbins. He'll be trying to reach the next of kin.
Thanks. Get the guy, huh? Evelyn never hurt anybody.
11 King.
A message from Captain Donnelly. Return to Central, code 2.
11 King, en route. Let's not keep the man waiting, Phelps.
At least if you put the siren on, it'll let people know what's happening before you hit them, Phelps.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3, identify.
One p.m. at the Central Police Station.
I recognize that guy from the papers. He's a cop.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45.
Captain is downstairs with Ray Pinker and Carruthers.
I thought this was such a nice area. Goddamn Harry thinks he could get fresh whenever he pleases.
What's this about, Captain?
Ray and Mal have some concerns over the Henry and Muller cases, which I don't want aired outside of this room.
The evidence is solid, Captain.
I agree, Rusty. It's just that corpses keep piling up.
Copycats.
I've been banging the same drum. But the notes and the lipstick messages.
Evelyn Summers, Cartel Classic Carmine. Each woman, same brand, same color.
Teresa Terrelson didn't have a lipstick message.
Technically, you're right, Rusty. She didn't have any lipstick. But she did have a message. We found it beneath her dress, scraped with a sharp stick.
What did it say?
You sure you want to know?
Ray?
As far as we can be sure, it said cunt BD.
That's one way of looking at it.
Looking at what?
Cunt is all about access, Phelps. You're married, so yours is mortgaged. Some of us like to pay by installments. This guy doesn't like to pay at all.
Why are you so angry, Mal?
Because I just had to fire one of my assistants. He was a friend of Jameson's. God knows what he might have been up to.
Captain, we have good leads in the Summers case, but it's up to you to decide how we proceed.
Keep this under your hat for now. And follow up on Evelyn Summers. I want daily reports.
We got our orders. Back to the Summers case. Get an address for McCaffrey. He'll have blown the bar. I'll meet you outside.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Grosvenor McCaffrey. Apartment 6, 126 Yale Street, between Ord and Alpine.
Thanks for your help.
Hey, you think those Vice boys get any on the side?
Who?
Let me pose a question.
Depends. What's it got to do with?
Morals. Would it bother you to put the wrong person away?
Depends.
On what?
On whether anyone except the poor son of a bitch in the slammer ever found out. I don't know about you, but I feel more comfortable with the siren on. What do you think?
Alright, give me a second. Who is it?
Any central units, 459 suspects to be taken into custody at the trolley station on Lucas Avenue. Stand by for further.
It's not Johnson. Master Champa. Yeah, aren't they tag champion? I know you said that. That's why I said what I said.
Doesn't look like anybody's home.
Terrible shame. Means there's nobody to let us in. You want to do the honors, Phelps?
Oh my God. We got him. Nope, I'm putting him away.
He said he was at
right
home.
now.
He said he didn't know her. And we have the book.
Let's see Carruthers argue his way out of this one.
He's not home yet.
Is that you, Grosvenor? Who are you guys? What are you doing in here?
We're from the LAPD, ma'am. Do you know where we might find McCaffrey?
I'm his neighbor. Is he in trouble?
Look, lady, we need to find him, and in a hurry. Are you going to give me trouble?
He has a pigeon coop up on the roof. He spends his mornings up there when he's been drinking.
How do we get up there?
Down the hall and up the stairs.
Drunk and in command of a carrier pigeon. Surely we can write him up for that. A citation, at least.
Why? Well, then in that case, I would want you to wait like a whole nother week before you do your shows. Technically.
Torn from the letter we found beside the body. At the very least, I'd say it ties McCaffrey to the scene. Circumstantial.
Well, you never live streamed them. Yeah, but not live. You stream them too late. Or too early. For me. You asked me why I can't get up. That's why.
Not everything here is going to be relevant.
Literally Royal Rumble I watched one day, and then you fucking started the Elimination Chamber the next day. or whatever. You said that the Elimination Chamber was the next day. Or wait, no, Survivor Series, and then the Royal Rumble the next day. That's the same thing. One's two different companies, and the other one is the same company. Either way. This guy's in deep trouble. I found a shirt with blood on it inside of his apartment, and
Grosvenor
well,
McCaffrey.
technically our truth is not a
Running on a
member of the
hangover,
government
McCaffrey?
band.
Sit down and we'll talk.
I'll go get our wheels.
Yeah, because how would you do that? Maybe if they lift the chamber.
You a runner, McCaffrey? Stay and fight the good fight.
I would rather a tag team animation for that. I mean, your tag teammate comes out.
Be careful, he looks dangerous.
And then, what's it called?
Can't we talk about this? Can't...
We need to get downtown and wrap this thing up. It's got to be McCaffrey. Unless Tiernan set him up. You don't think that asshole Jameson could have done it, do you? Whoever did it. So what's that Dahlia fuck?
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the Dahlia?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
KTPL to any unit. A citizen reports suspicious activity, 111 South Alameda. Stand by for further for any Central unit.
Breathe, Phelps. Breathe, damn it!
Wait, why is Mafia the only game that you'll play with old cars like this?
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jeff?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young Phelps.
Now, Peace Tour strips off me at the grand jury. Case was thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
It's him.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
You're gonna need to do better if you don't want to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the fifth columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. It's your funeral.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
So she was your follower.
That's one way of describing her. She was like a stray dog, desperate for a master.
It's either going to be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
What can I believe? What? I was interviewing a suspect.
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be.
I'm just praying the prints come through so I can nail this.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Coroner's report says that Evelyn was killed with a wrench. I think you did it and then planted the evidence at McCaffrey's apartment for us to find.
We went to his apartment. McCaffrey was up on the roof. Evelyn stole the book. McCaffrey went crazy when he found out. He said he would put her out of her misery. He can be very cruel.
You and Evelyn were drinking together last night, and she had no other place to stay.
I don't know what happened last night. I don't remember.
What? What the hell's the deal here?
Come on, Tiernan. Either you killed her or she left the hotel. Why did she leave?
Look, I may have yelled at her. I was very drunk. It's hard to remember.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at it once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it.
She wanted something of his.
We either hang this on you or McCaffrey. You better give us something.
Well, McCaffrey's been in trouble with the law before. I mean, he always makes out it was some kind of labor dispute, but, you know, I'm not so sure.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, a present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
I say we bust in there.
We found the lug wrench that Evelyn was battered with in your apartment, and the note from her mother, and your blood-stained clothing. We have you cold, McCaffrey.
You think if I could be bothered to murder Evelyn Summers, I would be stupid enough to leave the evidence in my apartment?
I don't believe you, Grosvenor. The evidence says that you killed her.
You can prove that I wanted to kill Evelyn?
Tiernan is prepared to testify that you threatened Evelyn's life in his presence.
Self-preservation. That's understandable. Okay, I'll level with you. Tiernan killed Evelyn. He came to me for help. I listened to him, and he explained why he did it.
Tiernan went to you for help. You expect me to buy that?
That's how it went down. I told him he made a terrible mistake, but he would be throwing his life away if he went to the cops. I took his things and told him I would dispose of them.
But you didn't.
Speak to Tiernan. He'll give it up.
Yeah, I want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you get to that desk.
You spoken to McCaffrey? I can go, it's all been cleared up?
Not quite. We have one more question we need to ask, James. Then I think we will be done.
Sure. Go ahead.
So Evelyn passed out, and you walked out. What happened next?
I woke up in the morning, very hungover. I thought Evelyn would have come back.
I know you're lying, James. You went out looking for her. Tell me what really happened.
I don't know what you're talking about. How can you say I wasn't in that hotel room?
You wound up at McCaffrey's. You were still incredibly drunk. You passed out on his floor. It's time to tell me what really happened.
McCaffrey woke me up the next morning, and he showed me the lug wrench and the letter and the box, and he said I came in with him last night. He said that I killed Evelyn, and that it was all over the radio, and that he would protect me. And I don't know, detective, for the life of me, I can't remember a goddamn thing. And I was angry with her. Really angry. I could have done it. It wasn't me.
Wait here.
Wow. Can't believe that this guy was trying to fool me the whole time. Well, wait till he finds out what happens.
You think those Vice boys get any on the side? Hey, holding up in here won't make your caseload vanish. Trust me. Right.
This is 1947, not 1927. Of course a girl
I'm just
can.
praying the prints come through so I can nail this.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thanks, ma'am.
If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're lying, McCaffrey. You have a history of violence towards women.
How do you turn a couple parking tickets and a petty theft misdemeanor into an assault charge?
We know all about you and your dishonorable discharge, beating some poor woman near to death in Syracuse. You've never been in combat, McCaffrey. Your whole life is a fraud.
She was a goddamn peasant whore. She tried to steal from my wallet. I could have fought for this country. I could have.
You beat her because she stole from you, because she tried to outsmart you.
The ignorant audacity of the bitch. What is a man supposed to do? Sit there and take it? How is a man supposed to call himself a man?
And Evelyn Summers, a poor, drunken nobody, stole your book.
And she got what was coming to her.
Grosvenor McCaffrey, I'm charging you with the murder of Evelyn Summers. She was a sad lady who never hurt anyone except herself. I hope God finds a way to forgive you.
Congratulations, boys. You bagged the fine catch. Another red to boot. Grand. Now, I want you to put this business about a repeat offender out of your mind. This McCaffrey creature shows no remorse, and neither will the grand jury. You would have to walk a long mile to find a better candidate for an unmarked plot in the prison graveyard.
You didn't see that, right? McCaffrey can write a tell-all memoir from his cell on death row. That's crazy. He's not surviving that.
We have lost most of Shaughnessy and Dunn's squad. The gunny is dead. First platoon is in worse shape. That medic is either crazy or the bravest man alive.
Then we rally with the first, then try for the Namboots.
It's sheer to the left. To the right, it goes right through a pass with 2 Namboots and enfilade. Mate, we can lose everyone.
Lieutenant, get back off this fucking bridge. They'll start walking the mortars back to their own positions. We only have minutes.
I'm in charge here, Sergeant.
Get your men off the bridge, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
We don't have time for this, Lieutenant.
What's your unit, Sergeant?
I company 22nd Marines, Lieutenant, and we just saved your ass by fording the river.
My orders are to reconnoiter the...
I think that point is now moot. You have 10 men left. My orders are to save what's left.